Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently holding for further traffic clearance.
Check out Kristen's new website, magicaljourneysvacations.com, for all your vacation needs. Disney, Universal, cruise lines, and more.
Thank you for traveling with us.
magicaljourneysvacations.com. Have her book your magical vacation today.
To a Weeby Geeks Network podcast.
The Dining at Disney podcast. The Dining at Disney podcast.
You know the thing about good food? It brings folks together from all walks of life.
Your ultimate source for the wonderful world of dining at the Disneyland and Walt Disney World Resort.
If you are what you eat, then I only want to eat the good stuff.
Kristen and Bubba are your guides on this culinary adventure.
People are going to line up for miles around just to get a taste of my food.
Our food.
Join them as they discuss the latest food news, expert tips, recommendations, and trip planning advice as it relates to Disney dining.
Try the gray stuff. It's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
From quick service to fine dining, you'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast. And now your hosts, Kristen and Bubba.
Welcome to another episode of the Dining at Disney podcast, your ultimate source for delicious discussion about dining at Disneyland and Disney World. I'm your host and travel guru, foodie, Kristen, and with me is former cast member, restaurant guru, and future Club 33 member, Bubba. How's it going, Bub?
I'm excellent. I'm glad we got our trip in together for Disneyland almost last month.
I know.
So
we have been so crazy.
Yeah, and then the day we go together, the park closed early. Only one of the 3 days they've closed early in the past, 3-4 years, which is nuts. It was nuts that day, but we got to hang out and enjoy a nice wet park all alone. There was nobody there, actually, towards the end.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, look, we hopped into Carthay Circle Lounge and had a couple drinks and some snacks. So
that was fun. I like that a lot.
Now, it seems like forever since we've done a show. I mean, we've actually had people wondering like when we were coming back. And I was like, these have been, between us both going back and forth between being sick and then crazy work schedules and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully things are going to start settling down and we'll be back into our groove again.
I know it's sucks having one day off a week with me, and just my one day I'm constantly trying to run errands and get my daily life going.
Oh yeah.
But I'm off today. We're gonna do a show. We got a long one ahead of us too, by the way.
We do. We got a lot of news. A lot of news.
I mean, a lot of stuff also. A lot of stuff broke out this week too, so it's kind of a good thing that we're doing a show because we got new menus to show off from Disneyland, and you have some stories from Disney World. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
Restaurant openings, menus, new character breakfast experiences coming, popcorn buckets, and all kinds of other news, including Mardi Gras. So let's go ahead and dig in to some of these news stories. And one of the news stories that I have is there is a new character breakfast that is coming to Disney's Boardwalk. And it's the restaurant is Trattoria El Forno, and it's located actually on the boardwalk. But they're going to start doing a character breakfast, only breakfast, and it's going to be starting on April 2nd. And the characters that you're going to be able to meet this is something different. It's all about Disney couples. So you're going to have Rapunzel and Flynn Rider, as well as Ariel and Prince Eric. And some of the breakfast items they're going to have is like a mixed berry parfait, fresh fruit salad. They've got a thing called Shipwreck Al Forno, and it's a calzone that has scrambled eggs, soppressata, bacon, sausage, a blend of cheeses, and sausage gravy. So if you're a fan of The Little Mermaid, you might go that route. Or if you're more of a Tangled fan, you might want to get the Tower of Pancakes, which is seasonal buttermilk pancakes with sausage and bacon. So That character breakfast is going to cost $34 per adult, $20 per child. Again, that's ages 3 to 9. And characters will only be at this restaurant for breakfast. So that is going to be the only character dining experience at that restaurant. And that is starting April 2nd. You can go to DisneyWorld.com and book that. You can use the My Disney Experience app to book it on your phone, or you can call 407 WDW Dine. And with all of our stories that we're going to be talking about today, you can find more detailed information, everything like that, on the Dining at Disney website. Another thing that we have is coming up at Epcot is going to be the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. And a few years ago, they added what they call outdoor kitchens, and they're little marketplace booths with different things that feature. It's all about food and drink, being very seasonal, fresh ingredients, and we do have the full list of menus. But just to give you an idea of some of the stuff that you can enjoy, one of them is the Brown Market, which is a farmer's market, and it's going to feature German food. So like potato pancakes. You're going to have the Schofferhofer Hefeweizen beer. And then there's a cider house, which is also returning. One of the cool items that I think that I can't wait to try is the pear cider brine, shredded corned beef with braised cabbage and Branson dressing with pears. So that sounds pretty delicious.
Yes. Wow.
Fleur de Lis is back again, and that'll be in France, featuring French food. Florida Fresh, of course, you've got to have all of your Florida stuff. One of the things they've got is a key lime tart with toasted meringue. That's going to be yummy. Hanami in Japan is back again. Frushi is back on the menu. That one is always very popular. Jardin de Fiesta, or Jardin de Fiesta, is also returning. They have a chili relleno that's going to be a battered poblano pepper filled with ground beef, covered with tomato sauce, and garnished with queso fresco and toasted almonds.
Nice.
That sounds very good.
Nice.
And they have a elderflower pineapple margarita. The margaritas change at every single like food festival. They always have like a new one. And I'll tell you, one of my favorites was like a habanero one that they had one year. But this elderflower sounds quite interesting.
That does. You had me at pineapple. Once you said pineapple, I'm like, you got my attention.
La Isla Fresca is returning. That was new last year. You can get the flan cocoa, which is a vanilla caramel custard flan with chocolate coffee cake. And then Lotus House, which is in China, is back with the Beijing style candied strawberries. Those are one of the most popular items. They do have a spicy chicken lettuce wrap that I'm looking forward to trying. Then new this year is Northern Bloom, and it's going to have a seared scallop with French green beans, butter potato, brown butter vinaigrette, and applewood smoked bacon. Doesn't that sound good?
That sounds delish. Wow.
I love scallops, and when you say scallops and bacon together,
Bacon. Oh. Potatoes and bacon. It's bacon. Potatoes and bacon. You can't go wrong with those two. Those are the two best things in the world.
From the looks of the menu, I can guess exactly where this is going to be located. With a maple shake on the menu and French Canadian beers listed, I'm going to guess it's going to be situated at the Canada Pavilion.
Oh, nice,
The Pineapple Promenade is back again with the frozen desert violet lemonade, which is non-alcoholic, and of course, everybody's favorite Dole Whips. So you can get a pineapple soft serve, and you can get it adult style with Parrot Bay coconut rum.
Nice. Oh,
Those are good. They've done that in the past, and that's a must do. I wish you could get them that way over in Magic Kingdom. Italian fans will be happy to hear that Primavera Kitchen is also returning. They will be doing a meatball parmigiana. It's going to be handmade beef and veal meatball with tomato sauce, mozzarella, parmesan, and fresh basil.
Nice.
I like meatballs. How about you?
No, I'm basically Italian, 50% Italian, right? Yeah. Oh, come on.
You're 50% Italian?
When it comes to food, I am.
Well, when it comes to, okay, because I was going to say, wait, this is something new. I don't know about you, Bubba.
No, I love Italian food. I love it. Love it. Love it. Well, my name is Vincent, so Vincenzo, you kind of got that little thing going, yeah. So, hey.
Yes,
hey,
Vincent,
what do you know? Hey,
it's a very Italian name.
Yeah, what's the matter with you? Come on.
See, so people could easily believe you were with having an Italian first name and a Mexican last name.
That's a Mexican last name. Yeah, exactly. And then Bubba just right there, got the best, all three worlds right there in one name.
In the American, Bubba.
Bubba right there. Legally, my name is not Bubba, but just letting you. Just thought I'd throw that.
Taste of Marrakesh is also back. They will have what they're calling a hot dog sausage. It's a spicy beef and lamb with sauteed onions and green peppers. Another new marketplace coming is the berry basket. Everything here, of course, is going to have berries. So one of the dishes is a lamb chop with quinoa salad, and it'll feature a blackberry guest streak. And they're going to have the Twinings berry cocktail back again. That is very, very good. I like that.
Yeah.
One of our favorites is the Smokehouse Barbecue and Brew that always sits in the American Pavilion. And they do have, again, the beef brisket burnt and hash with white cheddar fondue and pickled jalapenos. And that is one of my favorite dishes. Like I could eat a whole bowl of that. It's so tasty. And there you always have to do the beer flight because they always have unique beers. This year, one of them is going to be the Shipyard Maple Bacon Stout. And see, that would go really well with the beef brisket burnt and hash.
Yes, that will. Yeah, that's a great compliment right there.
Urban Farm Eats is also back. If you like the watermelon salad with pickled onions, the B&W Gourmet Farms Baby Arugula, Feta, and Balsamic Reduction, no worries, it is still on the menu. And Joffrey's, of course, at all of the 4 different coffee and tea company carts that are around Epcot, you will find a special drink. So, for example, the one in the Port of Entry coffee cart, they have what's called Tiki Torch, and it's frozen passion fruit with sweet, juicy flavors and a hint of tartness, all blended with Grey Goose vodka.
Wow.
So that will be delicious. And a couple additional menu items will be found also at Sunshine Season, which is in the Land Pavilion in Future World. So you can always stop in there and see what seasonal menu items they've got going on for that. And then dining packages are available, which you can, it's going to be good for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, depending on the restaurant. But when you purchase the dining package, this gives you then, you've got preferred seating for the Garden Rocks concert series. And there are a lot of cool bands that always come in for that. But this year, it used to just be that they would have them on the weekends, but they're actually extending it. So now there's 4 nights. So it'll be like when this kicks off on March 1st. So the first weekend that they're going to be having the concert series is going to be March 3rd through the 6th. So it's every weekend, Friday through Monday. So there's a lot of shows you can see. Let's see, some of the bands that you can enjoy this year. John Cicada is going to be there. Plain White Teas, Little River Band, one of my favorites, Gin Blossoms. They put on an excellent show. Berlin featuring Terry Noon. That is new this year. Herman's Hermits is one of the longest running. They've been part of this for a long time, back when it was the Flower Power concert series. So I mean, they're still around doing those shows. Expose is back again. So yeah, there's some really good stuff to see. We do have all of that again on the website, so you can see like details of like the full list of the bands. You can see the amount for the cost of these dining packages, depending on whether you do breakfast, lunch, or dinner, as well as the full menus for all of those restaurants too.
Nice.
Okay, Bubba. So let's talk about some of your stories now.
Well, here we go. Let's kick it off right here. Popcorn buckets are back for annual pass holders. If you want the refillable ones, they had them last year. They were a big hit to all the APs. So they brought them back along with the Main Street Electrical Parade, kind of a little crossover. And, when I went to the park, I did buy me one, and I got one right here for you. And there it is right there. It's a nice, good size. It's only $1 to refill this thing. And I believe it's $15 to purchase. You must have your annual pass holder ID with you to purchase and to refill. So you can't just give it to somebody and be like, hey, here you go, have fun for the next couple of months, film this up. No. You have to have your annual pass holder ID with you. So this will end April 16th. Yeah, we're going to the park next month. I'm definitely taking this with me, and it's like I said, it's a good size. I just wish I filled it up more when we were there, but the rain kept sogging
all the
it
carts. Yeah, and it kept the carts from being open.
Yeah, all the carts were popcorn carts were closed, except while you and my wife Taylor were sitting over by the ducks. I'm like walking over trying to find it. Where can I find this thing? Where can I find it? All these places are closed, and they're like, oh, go over by It's a Small World. It's over there. So I walked over there, and they did have them. They also have a Disney California themed one, which you can get inside DCA, which has Mickey's Fun Wheel and Paradise Pier roller coaster on with the roller coaster on it. And yeah, it's got the little AP insignia. So definitely a great buy if you want to take the family over, just have a nice snack. We always take a little bit of cheddar powder with us to dump it on, have a nice snack throughout the day. But like I said, only $1 to refill this thing. It's an incredible deal. I highly recommend you buy one and, enjoy the day with popcorn. It's a nice little deal. Like I said, it does end April 17th. Have your annual pass with you when you buy it and you refill. That's the big thing right there. So now Mardi Gras is coming up in just a couple days. So at Ralph Brennan's in downtown Disney, the Jazz Kitchen, they always do something great for Mardi Gras, which is Tuesday, February 28th. They will have delicious New Orleans cuisine, a lunch and dinner menu. They're going to have jazz music playing from 6 to 10, live music on both the first and second floor. They're going to have drink specials. The Abita draft beers will be $5. Also, Hurricanes will be $7. They're going to have a costume contest, $100 gift card to the winner. That starts at 7:30. Also, free beads for the kids. So if you want to take the kids to a safe Mardi Gras spot, throw some beads over at the kids. It'll be fun. They're going to have a photo booth for the families to go into also. And they will be crowning a king and queen of Mardi Gras, which you have a chance to also become that. Just go on our Dining at Disney website. We do have the link posted, and you can click for your chance to become royalty. Once again, that's Tuesday, February 28th at downtown Disney Anaheim at Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen, which is a great place to go to. I love that place so much. It's a great happening spot, great music. I love the bands there too. It gives you that great Mardi Gras feel, actually 365 days a year, which is nice too also.
Now, do you give stuff up for Lent?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah. I mean,
Have you already
sometimes
decided what
soda.
you're giving up?
No, I haven't. I got a couple days to. I'm gonna try to go with the. It was very hard for me to not do the meat thing on Fridays, not eat meat on Fridays.
The fish Fridays.
Fish Friday. Well, I don't eat fish. I like shrimp. I like lobster. I like crab, but I don't like fish whatsoever. I don't know. I try. I've really tried hard to eat fish, and I just I can't. But I love the other stuff. I love the other crustaceans, and clams. I love clams. I love clams a lot
me
too.
too.
So yeah. So as for Lent, I don't know. I ain't giving up Disneyland. That's for sure. I might give up soda. Actually, I've been drinking a lot less soda lately, which is great. At work, it's just we have a soda machine right there, and it's just constantly looking at me like, "Baba, you want some soda?" I'm like, "No, no,
No, leave me alone.
no, don't look at me." But so I'll probably be doing soda, maybe candy. But I'm not a big candy eater either. So unless I'm at the park and I see something great like a candied apple or something like that. So we got a couple days to decide. My wife doesn't really give up anything. Yeah, so we got a couple days. February 28th.
I've decided this year I'm going to give up something. However, I'm most likely going to be going to the preview for something we're going to be talking about soon, taking place at Raglan Road, which means an Irish pub beer. But except for that, I am planning on giving up beer.
Well, technically, there are considered cheat days because from the day Lent starts to Easter, it's actually not 40 days. It's 44 days or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So Sundays are usually cheat days for people. It is. It's true. So, you can have a cheat day, when you go. So that's just throwing that in the air.
It's like Sin Sunday then.
It's not like you're going to go to the bad place for drinking a beer during the Lent.
Actually, I'm doing it because I have put on too much weight, and so I figured this gives me a good reason.
Well, go light beer then. Go light.
It's a motivator for me. I need to have a reason. I'm not very good at going.
I bet German beer is heavy on the calories. I mean, they probably don't even care about calories when it comes to beer.
I don't think most Europeans do because all you're doing is walking. I mean, there's so much walking to do in Europe. It's not like here where you have to have a car to get everywhere. You can take, public transportation, take the subway, whatever, and then you have to walk a few blocks to get wherever you're going. So,
okay. Well,
so that's how they get to eat all this food that makes us fat.
No, well,
because we don't move enough.
We don't move. Well, we're not at Disneyland. We move a lot. So
but we don't live at Disneyland. We need to live in Disneyland, and then think how thin we'd all be.
Get our 12,000 steps a day type thing. Our step
20. Count. Well, I got. What was it?
I forgot what we had.
25 one time. It was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, well, that one day we sat a lot just because of the rain. So usually I'm at 16, 17,000 steps at Disneyland. One time I was at 21,000. So, but that time, I think that when we were there at the park, it was 12, something like that. But, oh, well. All right. On to our next story. Now, this goes out to all you rich folks out there, because this is nuts right here. When this story broke, everybody was like, man, I wish I could do this, but I can't. So Disneyland is opening up a new fine dining experience. Now, this is good for parties up to 12. It's going to be a new experience called 21 Royal. It's going to sit atop the Pirates of the Caribbean in New Orleans Square. I believe where the Dream Suite was. So I don't know if they're turning the Dream Suite into this dining area or what, because that's what's above Pirates of the Caribbean. So I really don't know. But this will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And how much it is, so don't faint or anything like that. For $15,000, which includes dining, admission to the park, valet, and it does include tax and gratuity, so you don't have to worry about the tax and gratuity when it comes to that. You and up to 12 guests can enjoy one of the best dining experience and days at the park. You'll start your day off at Disney California Hotel and Spa, where hotel valets will greet your party. You'll have a VIP escort on site to the evening's festivities. Upon arrival, you'll enjoy signature cocktails in the saloon, and then head to the patio for a casual reception. You'll have time to go into Walt's apartment and explore inside there, which is awesome. I've been there before. It's truly a pretty cool sight, seeing where Walt where he slept and where he stayed while the park was under construction. And then you're off to your dinner, where you're going to have 2 master chefs and a sommelier, where you're going to have everything you could think of when it comes to elegance: white linens, fresh flowers, gold-plated dinnerware, and fine crystal. The meal will end with dessert served on your private balcony. Now, we don't know what the menu is really. You can go to their website and look at more information, which we do have up on Dining at Disney, or you can contact them, the 21 Royal Concierge, at 714-300-7749. So this is about, if you do take 12 people, it's going to be $1,250 per person, which it might not seem so bad, but man, I wish I had that money to do it. I mean, maybe if you won the lotto or something like that.
I did not win this past time when it was $400 and some million.
What?
I would like to have won that much, because then I'd be like, yes, let me do that.
Who wants to go? Oh, that would be awesome. I mean, just that would truly be a once in a lifetime experience. I'm sure you would probably have Andrew Sutton maybe cooking your dinner. I know he's part of one of the master chefs over at Disneyland, and that would be one of the best meals I would ever have, probably.
Oh yeah.
I mean, them probably cooking right in front of you, doing flambe, doing everything that. You better get your $15,000 worth. That's all I got to say when it comes to that.
You better leave.
$15,000.
You better leave full and happy.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not going to leave a tip too either. I'm broke now. So enjoy that $15,000. And if somebody is watching this and does happen to do this, let us know how it is. I mean, take pictures, do what you can to let us know how it was. Even if you know somebody that's going to do this, we would really like to know how this goes, because I haven't heard really anything about it yet for anybody that's done it so far, especially online. So we're going to see how that goes.
Okay, so it's back over to me, right?
Yes.
Okay, so mine all has to do with new restaurants. A whole bunch of them have recently opened, and when I was at Disney World at the end of January, one of the places that I did get to try was Planet Hollywood Observatory. They completely redid the inside of this place, and it has a very modern look now. It does not look like somebody went crazy with Hollywood props and threw them everywhere throughout the place. It's not like that anymore. You can still see some costumes and things like that, but they're displayed very nicely, and it's not a crazy mad looking place in there anymore. Menu prices did go up, unfortunately. A couple of the menu items did stay the same. They still have the world famous chicken crunch, which is hand-breaded tenders that have cereal for their coating. And it comes with the Creole mustard sauce. Those are pretty good. They still do have that. They've got pastas. They have Big Bite burgers, and those are done by Guy Fieri. He's the one who created them. The one that we tried was called the Mayor of Flavortown. Now, these are not cheap burgers. I mean, most of these burgers, prices are from $16 to $20 for a hamburger. The flavor of the Mayor of Flavortown is grilled pastrami, Swiss cheese, caraway slaw, pickles, Dijon mustard, and donkey sauce on a garlic buttered pretzel bun. Now, that's in addition to your beef patty. So it had a lot of toppings to it. One of the other things that we tried was one of their crazy milkshakes that they have. And we did the one that was cotton candy. It had on top, there's cotton candy, a giant lollipop, some, I think, whipped cream. On the sides of the jar, they coat it with frosting. And then it's rolled in sprinkles and what else? There's some other kind of candy on it. And I'm drawing a blank on what it is. But they're absolutely insane shakes. I think they were $14. I think is what it was for the milkshakes. But yeah, they're absolutely like ultimate milkshakes. Definitely get a sugar rush off that. But they've got some other menu items. There's other sandwiches on here, like a pimento grilled cheese. They've got for specialties, ribs, steak, lobster fest fra diavolo. It's a lobster and spaghetti tossed with the spicy tomato sauce. So there's quite a few menu items to choose from. So that is now open. There is outdoor seating as well there too. And then another restaurant that opened right after I left, which was on February 4th, was Paddlefish, and it replaced Fulton's Crab House in Disney Springs. So it's still the big boat. The interior, the exterior, and the menu got a complete overhaul. Executive chef Mark Bohr is still at the helm. This restaurant is part of the Levy restaurants with Portobello and Wolfgang Puck. It does not take the Disney dining plan. It does take Tables in Wonderland. So that is one good thing. They have lunch, dinner, a seafood boil menu, as well as late night. There's beverage and wine menu too. The restaurant is open daily from 11:30 to 11 p.m. The late night menu and drinks are available on the rooftop deck, and that's until 1 a.m. that you can do that. So we have all the menus posted on the website, so you can click on them and see pricing and everything like that and all what is offered. But I'll tell you from what I've seen, I cannot wait to try it when I go there next. Nice. It all looks delicious. And then what also just recently opened on February 13th was Geyser Point Bar and Grill at Wilderness Lodge. And it's located along the waterside. It has a Pacific Northwest feel and flavors to the menu. They are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For breakfast, you can get things like a maple cinnamon pancake, seasonal fruit with lavender honey yogurt. There's steel-cut oatmeal topped with dried fruit and nuts. For lunch and dinner, you've got a bison burger with Tillamook cheddar, sweet onion straws, and Marionberry barbecue sauce. Grilled salmon BLT with lemon caper mayo. Salad with grilled portobello, zucchini, roasted red peppers, tomato, and a multi-grain salad with goat cheese dressing. To name just a few of the menu items on there. They do have featured cocktails, specialty cocktails, beers, and wine as well. So you can kind of see some of those things in the menu on the website if you want more details on that. And then in upcoming dining, over at, they just announced over at Coronado Springs Resort, as well as Caribbean Beach Resort, that they're going to be doing some refurbishments. At Coronado Springs, one of the things they're going to be doing is expanding and adding a new 15-story tower. Along with that is going to be a rooftop dining option. We don't know much about it other than it's going to give you a panoramic view of Lago Dorado, which is the resort lake, and you'll be able to see nearby theme park fireworks from it. And then over at Caribbean Beach, they're redoing Centertown. So that's the current like marketplace food court where they've got shutters all of that's going to be closed, and they're going to be also adding new additions to that. One of them is going to be a new waterfront dining experience. So
Nice.
that's all we know. There's not too many details on any of that, at least yet. Again, that's like brand new news. So we'll have more on that in the future. And back to you for more Disneyland news, Bubba.
Oh, great. So we Village House over in Fantasyland is getting a changeover. Upcoming movie Beauty and the Beast, which comes out March 17th, and they have turned it into the Red Rose Tavern. It's supposed to be open Friday, February 24th, but they actually opened it 2 days before, a little soft opening to see what the people think about it. And I'm hearing a lot of great stuff. The Village House wasn't a big popular spot, in my opinion. A lot of people just either went in there just to get away from everything or to use the restrooms right next door, which were one of the most popular restrooms in the park, in my opinion.
Oh my God.
But we actually hung out. Yeah, we actually hung out in there too when it rained last month. We hung out.
That's true. We did.
Did we actually get anything? Yeah, I think we did order stuff. I can't remember.
Yeah, we went in to get stuff to drink.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so like I said, nobody really goes in there to eat. I mean, they had a couple of flatbreads and stuff like that, but they brought in a couple new items. So they're going to have the Beast Burger, which is a 1/3 pound Angus beef patty with slow roasted beef, Gruyere cheese. I'm saying that right. Caramelized onions, lettuce, tomato, horseradish aioli on a toasted roll, and is served with pommes frites or sliced apples. And that's your most expensive item right there, which is $13.49. They have a couple other sandwiches too, like the Enchanted Cauliflower Sandwich, which is grilled cauliflower steak, spicy lime aioli, tempura battered green beans, lettuce, tomato on a toasted roll. And they have a chef salad also, a slow roasted beef poutine, which is beef and gravy over seasoned waffle cut fries, pickled onions, and cheese curds. And they have a few flatbreads too, like the garden mozzarella flatbread or the pulled pork flatbread. But one thing they do have is the gray stuff, which a lot of people always, you got to have the gray stuff when you have some type of Beauty and the Beast theme.
It's delicious.
I think it's delicious. Yes. You can't quote it any better than that. I heard it's a little bit different than yours.
I saw the pictures a little bit different. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
believe there's
itself is probably the same, but what they're doing with it is going to be different.
What they with it?
It's like the actual, like the frosting type part of it. I think it's probably going to be the same, but like we've got the dish that I posted on the site, which is like in a chocolate cookie thing, and then they also do it with a brownie too.
Yeah, this one is it's a white chocolate mousse with red velvet cake and a sweet raspberry center. It's funny because when I looked at the pictures, it reminded me of, you ever watch Still Magnolias and they serve that armadillo cake?
Oh no.
With yeah, it's a gray armadillo cake with red icing in the middle. That's what it kind of reminded me of. But I'm definitely going to try it when we go to the park. It's definitely one of my to do things now. So like I said, it is open. Yeah, it is open in the park now. So there's also rumors that if it is successful, they're going to keep the theme of it. But if it's not successful, they're going to possibly change it into an Italian type restaurant too. So I don't think we're going to see the Pinocchio theme come back to that restaurant. Yeah, I mean, it's time for a change a little bit.
If people miss it, then they'll have a reason to come to Disney World. They can check out Pinocchio's Village House in Disney World.
And Tower of Terror also.
There you go.
and Tower of Terror also. So yeah, little remembered things. So like I said, it is open now. No time, but we're gonna see how long this will go. But on to the big story. Food and Wine Festival at Disney California Adventures. Oh, last year was amazing. This year's going to be even more amazing. Starting March 10th all the way to April 16th. Every weekend is going to be something different demonstrators, wine tasting, beer tasting, food tasting, everything you can think of is going to be, at the Food and Wine Festival. Now, there will be a few premium events that you can pay for. A couple of these are already sold out now. I know a few of them are. If you do go to the Disneyland website to look up these seminars, it will say that which ones are sold out. I know Guy Fieri's is sold out. That's usually one of the first ones that sell out. But they usually they're about $150. They give you a demonstration of food. You can taste everything that they're making. They'll give you wine, beer. That $150. There is tax and gratuity with that. So, let's talk about all the events. I'm trying to pull it up right now. So, this will feature, Guy Fieri, which is already sold out. Robert Irving is also sold out, but Cat Core and Graham Elliott are still available. So that will be $99 per person plus tax and gratuity. You'll also receive an autograph session with them too. Also coming back is Sweet Sundays, where you'll be able to see some of your favorite celebrity pastry chefs, including Duff Goldman, Emily Aline, and Keegan Garrett. And they'll show you how to make some of their desserts. That's $79 per person with a plus tax and gratuity. We have a winemaker's dinner featuring wineries from Duckhorn Vineyards and Flora Springs Winery. Dinners are paired with wines, but not this one. This is a 4-course meal paired to embrace the wines at this one. Yeah, you'll hear about the pairings from the winemakers while you enjoy this exquisite meal. That is $150 per person, tax and gratuity. Also, the winemaker's dinner featuring Disney family wines. That includes Fess Parker Winery, Goji Wines, which is Kurt Russell's winery, the Lasseter family wine, John Lasseter, Pixar, that's his winery, and Silverado Vineyards, Walt Dawes' daughter, that's her winery. That is $200 per person. And the beer drinkers, I know you gotta line up on the beer like you said if you're going to, but I think this will be fun. The Brewmaster's Dinner. This is a 4-course prefixed meal paired with hand-selected beers from California breweries. Brewmasters will be on hand to present the beers and describe the chef's inspiration behind the pairings. That's $150 per person. And additional to the premium events, there will also be culinary demonstrations by Disney chefs and locals, beverage seminars featuring beers, wines, and spirits, and junior chefs, a hands-on experience for ages 3 to 11. Culinary demos are $10 per person plus tax. This is a Monday through Friday. It's $15 per person plus tax. I'm sorry. That's $15 Friday and Saturday. I'm sorry. And $10 Monday through Thursday. Beverage seminars are $15 per person Monday through Thursday and $20 Friday and Saturday. The junior chef is also complimentary, so you can bring the kids and it's completely free. They'll get their hands dirty, learn how to make you some nice Disney meals. So that's a lot of events based on everything that's going on there. I mean, there's going to be so much coming out. And just recently they released the complete food guide for the Food and Wine Festival. There's going to be so many booths as you walk down Disney California, from the moment you walk by Carthay Circle all the way down to Paradise Pier. Nothing but booths of food and wine. Now, they're all themed differently, of course, but I like how they themed them this year, which is the name of the theme is what they're basically serving. So there's one called Nuts About Cheese. One of the featured things that looks great on here is the brie toast with fig and mint and roasted California almond crumbles. If you're into artichokes, I'm not big on artichokes, but I know a lot of you are. Artichoke carbonara with garlic aioli and smoked bacon. I think I might have to try that one right there. That sounds really good. For all you garlic lovers, They are bringing back something they did have last year, which is the grilled beef tenderloin slider with the chimichurri sauce. But they'll also have a garlic, rosemary, and avocado oil ice cream pop. That's very different right there. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Yeah. There's another booth called All of Us, nicely themed. So they're going to have a warmed olive focaccia with olive oil and sea salt. That's just one of the things. Oh, this booth I'm going to have to definitely go to. Bacon Twist. They're going to have a baby iceberg and heirloom tomato wedge with peppered bacon and blue cheese dressing. They're also bringing back the maple bacon whoopie pie, which I had last year, and that was amazing. And you can't go wrong with mac and cheese. Smoked bacon mac and cheese with barbecue seasoned crispy onions. That's going to be great. Lemon Grove, one of their featured items is going to be a roasted cauliflower and Myers lemon infused Dannon Greek non-fat yogurt cauliflower puree with sun-dried tomatoes and fried capers. They're also bringing back the Myers lemon macaroon, which I had last year, and that was also amazing. It's with blueberry marmalade, Myers lemon cream, and a blueberry dust on top. For you seafood lovers, they have a couple things right there. It's called Seafood Sustained. They'll have cage-free cream cheese deviled eggs with farm-raised smoked trout and chives. Another one called the Onion Layer. It's going to be French onion mac and cheese topped with Parmesan crumbles and chives, or a strawberry pineapple float with vanilla ice cream and strawberry pearls. Going to have a corn booth. It's called Off the Cob. Sweet corn nuggets with beef chili, spring onions, and sour cream, or roasted sweet corn custard tart with honey, tui, and smoked chili infused chocolate sauce. Sweet and sour dough. We'll have a bay shrimp Louis salad served in a mini bread bowl, or a white cheddar lager soup, which I believe I did have that last year, and that was also very good. And that's also served in a mini bread bowl. LA style, they'll have the chicken teriyaki slider with the spicy dole pineapple jam, or Korean barbecue beef short rib taco with kimchi slaw. And then over at the Paradise Garden Grill Beer Garden, they're going to have a beer battered cod served with steak, fries, sweet salad, and spiced remoulade. And I mean, the menu is just huge this year. I don't know if, looking all over through
they
this
added
menu,
a lot more booths.
They added a lot more booths this year. I mean, it was a huge hit last year. Everybody loved it. When they did the Festival of Holidays during Christmas, they did kind of bump up the price on certain, items. I mentioned that on the last show. During last year's Food and Wine Festival, the average was around $6.50, per item. But at the Festival of Holidays, it was around $7.50 to $8 per item. And then once, you can't go wrong with the wines. There's going to be so many wine booths, so many beer booths, and I will be there the weekend of St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 18th, and 19th. So we're going to definitely have a full report on everything going on there at the Food and Wine Festival. Catch a couple demonstrations like I did last year, and I can't wait for it. Once again, it's going to be a fun festival, and I'm going to be full throughout the whole thing, but I'm just going to constantly keep eating. Like last year, I was like, I'm so full, but I got to try this over here, and I got to try this still. So I can't wait for it.
Well, the one thing I'm going to say is anybody who wants to hear about last year's review, it is, because I just pulled it up, it is episode 28. Almost an hour long, but it's you talking about everything you did, what you enjoyed, what you liked, what you didn't like. So since some of the menu items are returning before, if you did attend last year, and you're curious about some of those menu items, you can download and listen to episode 28 where Bubba reviews last year's food.
Yes.
Is that all your Disneyland news?
Well, a story broke out today. Steakhouse 55 is adding a couple new breakfast menu items. They're adding chicken and waffles. They're adding different types of eggs Benedict and stuffed pancakes too. So we hope to get that story out soon. I just read on it right before we started the show. So
nice.
I like. Yeah, Steakhouse 55. Their breakfast is amazing, and for the price, it's definitely worth it for breakfast.
That's one of the places I haven't been.
I haven't been either. I just hear a lot about it, and looking at the price menus, and stuff, it's really great deal and really good food.
Maybe that's what we need to do next time.
Hopefully, you guys will be down D23. I just heard Al John cannot come. That's because they moved it this year to July instead of August. So
Yep.
maybe if you do come down, we'll definitely make a reservation. If you don't come
that
down,
sounds like a plan.
I'll probably still make a reservation.
Have an empty seat for me, right?
Oh yeah, put a little.
This is where Kristen would have been.
I'll put my phone right there, and we'll FaceTime, and you just be like,
Oh my
there
gosh,
you go,
that'd be
right there.
hilarious.
Oh, that'd be great. So yeah, that's it for Disney right there.
Well, I've got
For
just
Disneyland.
I've got two more stories. One is that Rivers of Light finally happened at Animal Kingdom. I mean, it only took them like 8+ months after when they originally said that it was going to take place. They finally got all the little kinks or big kinks worked out, and it did debut on February 17th, and they do have dining packages available for that. And when you book a dining package, it gives you reserved seating for the show. And the places that you can choose for your dining is either Tiffin's or Tusker House. Tusker House is an all-you-can-eat buffet. It has breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast is I'm just going to go through the adult prices on the website. You'll see the kids' prices, but breakfast is $37. And then lunch or dinner is going to be $49 plus tax and gratuity. Tiffin's, which is a signature dining restaurant. It is the only signature dining in Disney's Animal Kingdom. It can be booked for lunch or dinner, which will include an appetizer, entree, dessert, plus a non-alcoholic beverage. And that is going to be $37 for adults, ages 3 to 9, $32 plus tax and gratuity. And your dinner must be booked at least 2.5 hours prior to the show in order to be able to take part in the dinner package. Both restaurants are on the Disney dining plan. Tusker House does require 1 credit, whereas Tiffin, since it is signature dining, is 2. You can make reservations either online or by calling 407 WDW Dine. And then what I kind of was referring to earlier about the beer thing in March was Mighty Festival St. Patrick's is taking place again at Raglan Road. And the dates for that are going to be Thursday, March 16th through Sunday, the 19th. This St. Patrick's Day celebration is big. They do it every year. There's live performances. They usually have 2, if not 3 stages set up. I don't have the details yet for the schedule for the performances, but as soon as I do, I will be updating that on the website. Also, Raglan Road dancers you can see, and they do Celtic face painting as well. The bands performing include Young Dublineers, the Bryn Brothers, Hannah Lena Band, the Raglan Roots Coalition, Swingin' on the Gate, and Rollickin' Rua. There is no cover charge except on St. Patty's Day. Guests who are 18 and up will be charged a $10 cover. They don't do reservations that day either. It's first come, first serve. But a $10 cover to, hang out in a Irish pub, which, I mean, the chef who creates the menu still lives in Ireland. I mean, the dancers, some of the musicians are often from Ireland. So it's really as authentic as you can get without going to Ireland to celebrate St. Patty's Day. So
Yeah,
that's definitely worth checking out over at Raglan Road. Well, I know it's a really big show, lots and lots for you guys to digest there, but we do want to thank you so much for downloading, listening to this. We are part of the Weeby Geeks Network, so you can find us on iTunes, stream it on Stitcher Radio, or if you want to be visual, you can watch Bubba and I on YouTube, because of course we everything via YouTube and then get the audio from there. So be sure, on iTunes and every place else, like and subscribe to our feeds. Share it with your friends. We would really greatly appreciate it if you would log on and give us a 5-star rating, review. Tell us what you're loving about the show, what you would like to hear more of, and we'd be thrilled to have that information. For those of you that ask how you can support the show, we've got a few ways you can do that. One is easy. You can shop the affiliate links. It's going to cost you nothing more than you would be spending either any which way. So you can check out the Disney Store, Garden Grocers, which will deliver, if you're in Orlando visiting Disney World, deliver groceries directly to your resort, and everybody's favorite jelly bean maker, Jelly Belly. And when you shop those affiliate links, all you're doing is they're giving us a little tip for you doing that. So it's like throwing something into a tip jar for us. There's also our dining guides. We have the Epcot dining guide, as well as we always have the Food and Wine Festival one, which we release in the fall. And then after it's over, we discount it greatly, so you can pick that up if you want. If you don't want to buy anything, you just want to kind of throw a little bit of cash at us in a tip jar, we have Patreon. We are listed on there, so you can support us that way by donating a little bit. It helps us cover the cost of hosting all of these shows and the website, and then it gives us the ability to do things bigger and better for you. So new webcams, since we have, mine's pretty old. Mine's from like 07 or something like that. So it's a decade old.
Still says AOL on it.
Almost that old. So that's just another way you can help us out. Make sure you follow us, Bubba. Tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me at big_Bubba_B on Twitter and on Instagram. And we, as soon as a story breaks, we try to get it out as fast as we can, whether it's through Disney or whether we post it through Dining at Disney. So that way we can keep you guys informed on everything happening at Disneyland, Disney World, and Disney Cruises. So yeah, follow us there, follow me there, and say hi too. Say something. Say something to me. I always like chatting with people. So
I know, and you like to live stream too. So
I do live stream when I'm at the park also. Yeah, I live streamed the storm when we were right in the middle of Main Street when we were there, and it was nuts. I'll tell you that right there. Wow.
Everybody was quite entertained by you streaming that at the end. In your little Wally World reference.
Oh, my little Wally World reference got a lot of likes on different websites, which is funny. Yeah. So, the park closed early, so I did the little Wally World thing that, parks closed. Sorry, folks, parks is closed, So I can't do it right now. My voice is kind of shot, but yeah.
That's okay, but see, then they have a reason to go and check it out.
Yes, I might have to repost it on. You can always find it on Instagram too. It's all on Instagram there.
And as far as Dining at Disney, you can find us at diningatdisney.com. On social media, it's Dining at Disney, except for YouTube, where we had the Dining at Disney. As I mentioned earlier, iTunes, Stitcher, all that, you can listen to us there and download the show. If you have, requests, a show that you would like us to do, maybe there's a particular topic you're interested in, or a restaurant you want us to review, let us know. We've dined at a lot of places, so we can definitely do some reviews for you, top fives, whatever you like. Just send us an email at podcast@diningatdisney.com. And again, there's also social media. You can hit us up that way too. Yes. So until next time, thanks so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed the show. And until next time, bon appetit.